Hey YouTube, so I've stated multiple times that there is no valid Beyoncé critique, and the discourse that's happening online right now proves my point. How can you say that an album is bad? How can you say that an album had no depth or creativity or emotion? How can you say that an album was not worthy of Album of the Year, but then turn around in that same breath and say that you never listened to the album? How can you critique an album that you yourself said that you never listened to? You said you never listened to it. You said you don't know one song from the album, yet you're saying that the album was trash. How? That does not make sense. And this is why I'm telling y'all there is no valid Beyoncé critique. All of these people, the truth is that these people are jealous of Beyoncé. They're racist, or they just have a favorite celebrity that they feel like should have Beyonce's accolades. That's where their hatred of Beyonce comes from. There's no deep woke reason to hate Beyonce. When they start bringing up capitalism and other social justice topics and songwriting and stuff like that, none of those critiques are valid because they don't hold their own fave to that standard. There was all this fake outrage about Beyonce performing in Dubai, yet you had nothing to say about other artists performing in Dubai. You only cared about the Dubai performance when Beyonce was getting paid. And then there was the fake outrage about Beyonce doing a collaboration with Tiffany and Co. But again, there were several celebrities, including Lady Gaga, who wore diamonds from Tiffany and Co. There was no discourse when they did it. Even now, there are, I think, like 27 tours going on right now. And now all of a sudden people are, oh, the economy is bad and the tariffs and, the cost of living and stuff like that. You don't hear none of these critiques until Beyonce does something. And then I heard someone say, oh, you're going to give your money to a billionaire. First of all, y'all need to make y'all minds up on Beyonce's billionaire status. 1 minute you're saying she's not a billionaire and you use that as a critique against her. But then in the same breath, you're saying she is a billionaire and you try to use that as a critique against her. Yet there are several other billionaires and you have no energy for them. People give their money to billionaires on a daily basis, including you. When you're on Twitter, when you're shopping on Amazon, when you're buying all this makeup and stuff, you are giving your money to a billionaire. There are several other music artists who are billionaires, and y'all never use that quote unquote critique against them. And now you have the audacity to say that this masterpiece of an album, Cowboy Carter, didn't deserve Album of the Year. You're saying that it wasn't a good album, yet you didn't listen to it. What did I tell y'all? There is no valid Beyonce critique. These people are jealous of Beyonce. They're racist and misogynistic, but they don't want to admit that. So they try to bring up some social topic. They try to bring up some popular trending topic to use against her. Meanwhile, they don't hold literally anyone else to those standards. They only care about these certain topics when Beyonce is doing literally anything. You didn't hear no discourse about no blood diamonds when Lady Gaga was on the red carpet with that Tiffany and Co diamond. There was literally no discourse about blood diamonds. When Andy Cohen did the Real Housewives of Dubai, he's a gay man. But you didn't hear no discourse about why does he have that show in Dubai when they are discriminatory towards LGBTQ. But when Beyonce goes to Dubai, all of a sudden, y'all care about their views against gay people. No, what y'all was really mad at, y'all was really mad about the fact that Beyonce was about to get a big ass bag for a 2-hour performance, if that. Then her performance went viral. Her riff went viral. That's really why y'all were mad. But you try to hide it behind some trending topics talking point. That's it. And it's always, oh, fuck billionaires and all this other stuff. You don't have that energy for literally any other celebrity billionaire. But then again, you turn around saying Beyonce is not a billionaire, but then you say she is. Like, this is why I'm telling y'all, there is no valid Beyonce critique. People literally make stuff up. People literally bring up topics that they don't care about and put that on Beyonce so that they can hide the fact that they're just some hating ass bitches. You are out of your mind to say that this masterpiece of an album was trash. Are you insane? The production, the transitions, the vocals, the arrangements, the concepts. This wasn't something that was thrown together. This was an album that was years in the making. There's a lot of history in this album. There's a lot of paying homage to those that were overlooked in this album. This album is the reason why Linda Martell, who was shunned from the country community, this album is the reason why her legacy is being resurfaced. People are now looking into her music and looking into her craft because of the publicity that this album gave to her legacy. Everybody who worked on this album is now going to be Grammy winners. You're insane. But I know y'all didn't listen to it. Because how can you have this level of production and vocals and say that the album was trash? There was nothing safe or gimmicky about this album. This album was a huge risk. There was a lot of time, effort put into this album. American Requiem, a lot of y'all faves cannot deliver the vocals and arrangements that were put on this album. Daughter alone clears anything. Daughter alone is the reason why this album secured Album of the Year. This album gave you country, real country, because I know white people like to think that they can decide what's country, even though this is a genre that they literally stole. Beyonce's country is real country. She gave you country. And then she gave you opera, Italian opera. And then she gave you hip hop and rap. She gave you R&B. She didn't stick to a code. She didn't stick to a box. She literally created art. This wasn't something that she did to play it safe on the charts. This is thought-provoking music. People have been dissecting this album, doing their research, looking up these collaborators, looking up the references that she made. This, and then you saying nobody talked about the album. That's a goddamn lie. That's a goddamn lie. People dissected this album for months. They are going to be dissecting this album in history lessons. Years now. This ain't no rinky dink album that somebody just threw together just so that, you know, they can say they did something. This is literally art, effort, intention, talent. Beyonce sang in a way that I've never heard her sing before on this album. What she was doing with her voice, and she did so many things with her voice that I've never heard her done before. Go listen to Yaya. What? American Requiem. Beyonce did things with her vocals that I've never heard her do before. This album has something for literally everyone. The production quality alone, the concepts. How can you say that this album was trash? You're insane. You clearly didn't listen to it. You just didn't listen to it. You didn't listen to it. To disrespect a masterpiece like this, it really does piss me off. Because this album It's 27 tracks. You got multiple interludes. You got collaborators. You've got, like I said, you've got an amazing production. But you're going to tell me this album is trash? The disrespect to the real hard work that goes into artistry. Y'all got the game fucked up. See, y'all just got the game fucked up. Now, whether y'all want to say Beyonce paid for this award or it's a sympathy award or whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, she still got the award, bitch. At the end of the day, she has the award this year and your fave didn't get it. And that's just the fact. At the end of the day, her Cowboy Carter tour is still about to be sold out. Just like Renaissance was sold out, just like Formation was sold out. And these are stadiums. Beyonce was actually the first woman to headline a stadium tour. Whatever you think your fave did, Beyonce has been there and done that. Beyonce is your fave's blueprint. That's the real reason why people are thanking Beyonce. Y'all trying to turn that into a conspiracy. Meanwhile, your fave grew up watching Beyonce, studying Beyonce, admiring Beyonce. And you know this. But because Beyonce's a black woman, you just don't want to give her props. It's no different from Trump calling everything DEI when a person of color or a woman achieve something that most people would say they couldn't do. So, like I said, it's okay to be disappointed and sad and even angry that your favorite artist didn't get their award, because trust me, when Beyonce did not get Album of the Year for Lemonade, that one pissed me off the most. But I didn't go off on Adele. I didn't go off on Adele. Hell, even when Beck won over Beyonce, the only thing I said was, I don't know who that man is. And even if you looked at the audience, go back and watch that video of Beck winning Album of the Year. Everybody in the audience was like, who? That's all we said. But we didn't say, well, at least I didn't. I didn't say, oh, well, he don't deserve it. He's trash, da, da, da. I didn't say none of that, because at the end of the day, I don't know that man. I didn't hear his album. So how can I say he didn't deserve it? Now, listen, Beyonce still deserved it in my opinion. But I didn't go trashing Beck just because he won an album. At the end of the day, apparently the Grammys is not based off of popularity. It's not based off of streams. Because as we know, especially in this day and age, the Barbs do it all the time. Y'all opening up 10 Spotify accounts just to stream one album. Just to mass stream one album. It's about the quality of work. It's about the talent. It's about the work of art itself. They don't care that your fave had a bunch of streaming farms pushing their music on the charts. Mind you, the Barbs are not consistent, because her album will be number one week and then free fall the next week. So, you know, it's about the quality of music. I know a lot of y'all are sad that Nicki Minaj never won a Grammy, and frankly, I understand why Nicki has never won a Grammy, because I've actually heard her most recent shit, and I can say that is actually trash. But Beyonce, she has been long overdue. Beyonce's not no half-ass artist. Yeah, y'all trying to spread a narrative that y'all are insane. Beyonce is literally the most hardworking woman in the industry. People have been saying this about her for the past 25 years. But y'all trying to change history. Y'all trying to change the narrative. I can't let y'all do that. I can't let y'all play with her legacy like that. This woman has worked too hard. She has worked too long. She has always remained humble and respectful. That's the real reason why your faves love her. That's the real reason why she wins. Your faves get up and jump for joy. That's the real reason why when your fave does anything, they will acknowledge Beyonce and how Beyonce influenced them, how Beyonce inspired them, how gracious Beyonce was towards them. This is called giving someone their flowers while they are still here with us. And you better hope one day your personal fave gets that same respect that Beyonce gets. You better hope so. You better hope that your fave can have a 25. Actually, damn, it's been way longer than 25 years. You better hope your fave can have a damn near 3-decade-old career. and she can still tour after having a family, and she can still drop projects, and she can still do what she wants to do instead of what the label makes her do. You better hope your fave has that longevity. You better hope so. At the end of the day, I'm proud of Beyonce. This was long overdue. You can rest now, girl. You can rest. I mean, this award never defined you, but I know that this was important to you. This was important to everybody else who worked on the album. This was important to your family. You got it, girl. So now you can rest. You can still do what you love, but you don't have to have that added pressure on your shoulders. I'm so happy for her. I literally cried. I cried tears of joy. She deserves this.